It is interesting to interact with globally recognized scholars, especially those who have organized this important conference through which intellectual hybridization will take place and the important issues as far as application of AI in education will be discussed. It is a known fact that AI has penetrated and diffused into all human endeavors, ranging from agriculture, health, smart cities, dentistry, medicine, pharmacy, almost all other endeavors, and the education is not an exception. Before I can begin to talk about the application of the content of my topic, I would like to discuss some few things, like why is AI a necessity nowadays? There are basically, there are basically four things I want to discuss about as far as application of the rationale behind using AI in almost all human endeavors, or specifically in education. The first one is intellectual property. Second one is scholarly communication. Third one is government involvement in enumerating or designing curriculum. The fourth one is enormous volume of reviews that take place in scholarly communication. To begin with, as far as intellectual property right is concerned, many scholars or many researchers have realized that what differs developed and underdeveloped countries is the ability to contribute to IP, that is patent creativity or innovation or invention. To the extent that Stephen Ober in 2020, he was of the opinion that IP is the determiner, is the main thing that differs developed countries and underdeveloped countries, which means that education has to strengthen the ties in order that more and more innovations will flourish in, so that it will add to the economic development of developed and underdeveloping countries. Secondly, scholarly communication is not a static endeavor. Rather, it is a dynamic entity that is always welcoming transformational ideas from different background, from different disciplines, from different domain-specific environment, so that they can convene and contribute to the development of the development of education itself. So many questions can rise, like who is going to be responsible for the continuity of accessibility, sustainability, and reproducibility of the information on the web. So to answer these questions, librarians, authors, is it the responsibility of the librarians, is it the responsibility of authors, or stakeholders, especially publishers and the like? So the question is still lingering, and a lot has to be done so that education will continue and it can be transferred to the next generation successfully. The third question is has to do with the regards to triple helix theory developed by Escowes in 1990s, then later by Escowes and Ledesdorff in 2000, and later by Ranga and Escowes in 2013, whereby they linked innovation with the fact that university, industry, and government have to come in close relationship with one another for innovation to prosper. So in this regard, if government can determine the policies as well as the curriculum each university should implement, definitely AI-based space, for example, we in the last decade we have witnessed a remarkable increase in maker space, hacker space, in cyberspace. So in this scenario, if, for example, government will dwell more of its effort on developing the AI-based spaces in universities, especially among PhD students, to come together so that they can have a critical thinking on how ideas can be enumerated, can be brought out, it will assist in development of the AI. This is also in accordance with what Leonard in 2014 has already demonstrated, that from singularity curve, it is it is not possible for NI, that is natural intelligence, to continue. It is not possible for AI to continue without the input from NI. And the only way through which this can be possible is for NI to continue asking more questions, not only conventional questions, rather critical questions, so that more and more answers will be provided by AI. If you look at from the development of internet up to where it has have an exponential increase, whereby it is divided into, for example, new paradigmatic or new economic paradigm, this disruptive technologies, as well as technological progression. It is indicative that economic growth will always be tied with the development of these technologies. So therefore AI is one of the contributory factors of education, is that it enhances or it maximizes the level at which economy will also be moving in a positive direction. The fourth one is, as far as many researchers have demonstrated, there is enormous volume of reviews that take place annually. So in this regard, if, for example, education and educationists can bring in more effort, so that by 2050, a large number of reviews will also be increased from 13.7 million, as indicated by several researchers, to maybe 27.4, that is double, or triple to 141.1 million, for example, per annum. That one will also provide an avenue through which critical questions, emanating from critical readings, critical thinking, critical reflections, will yield to several modalities or possibilities for AI to prosper and progress. So that is the little background about why AI is a necessity in the contemporary society. The second one is why universities must adopt AI in their daily dealings. This is also another important question that should be asked, whereby looking at the work from Hanskins in 1923, that is about 100 years, he wrote a book on the rise of universities. Critical look at the book, it will reveal to a reader that there are a lot of issues right from that arose during the Bologna University, like Oxford University and many other renowned old universities of yesterday and still universities of today, and probably and optimistically they will be the university of tomorrow. So he has highlighted so many things from especially paradigm shift from student universities then to professors university. In that regard, it has become to the extent that professors are always in trying to always accept or to develop the permanent interest of the public, which the implication of this statement is that the current scenario is mainly about artificial intelligence. The critical look at this will imply that artificial intelligence, or the professors or the universities, are always trying to accommodate newer technologies accepted by the public. So which implies the more universities begin to utilize these technologies, for example AI, ML, many other big data tools, Internet of Things, a lot of development will also set in, so that students will be of critical reading, and instead to just be like I can say consumers of knowledge, they will be the producers of knowledge, because there is always the possibility that once students begin to do critical thinking, critical reading, critical reflection, there will be the level of maximizing the number of research outputs, and this will be of tremendous importance to the education sector as a contributory aspect, that it can only contribute, for example, in terms of research. That is why my topic I want to study, or I want to just write about integration of artificial intelligence in scholarly communication for enhancing human cognitive abilities. Is it aware for the philosophers, for the philosophy? The reason for asking this question is if you look at the work of Alexander Rosenberg, 2008, whereby he wrote on the philosophy of social sciences, he was of the opinion that most of the questions that disciplines, for example in science, in medicine, in technology, whenever there is a question that is nagging, that is impressing, and there is no way such a single domain specific environment can answer, they will transfer such questions to philosophy. So now, if we critically look at it, especially from the work of Hanskins in 1923, it is of the book is of the view that when scholars, for example, from the Middle Ages, the work of Aristotle, the work of Plato, Socrates, and most other prominent philosophers, they have contributed immensely toward the contemporary educational system. So which means if, for example, doctoral students can also imitate those Middle Ages people and do the same in terms of reading critically, involving critical questions, critical reflections, critical, it will tantamount to increasing the ability of doctoral students to contribute to the scholarly communication. So instead they will be asking critical questions, so that there would be the provision of critical answers. And as Leon had 2014 has already mentioned it, what is required from NI is for the too much questions from humans, so that the AI will also progressively continue to develop in a positive direction. That will pave the way for the AI to prosper, and there would be a large area of development ushering in from different perspectives as far as education is concerned. And one thing is, education is a general term. It involves a lot of other disciplines. So to be specific, my focus of the research will be mainly on understanding AI in scholarly communication, AI in open data and materials, AI in peer review process, AI in individual adaptive learning and aided teaching system, AI in enhancing human cognitive abilities. It has come to the notice of many researchers that right from 1973, according to what the literature has demonstrated, open data, the movement for the open data started since by the work of Stallman in 1973, whereby he was of the opinion that data should be open to researchers, and that resulted in open science, open access, so many other things. And we can see that the research has grown from subscription journals for centuries, for about 300 to 400 years now. And right from 1990s, by the work of Eisen and many other scholars who have demonstrated the fact that there was the need for a paradigm shift from subscription journals to open access journals, that paved the way for ushering in of so many research that are now of the global impact, and they have grown to the extent that open science or open access started in 1990s as an experimentation, but nowadays has metamorphosed into what is called mainstream journals. So all these are some of the examples that I'm going to give in this respect. While for AI in peer review process, there are so many mixed reactions concerning whether AI can do the work of other reviewers in terms of peer reviewing process. To me, there are some kind of demarcation between the two. There are certain research that can be done by AI, and there are certain research that can only be done by humans. But amalgamation of AI and NI into reviewing process will enhance and boost the morale of several publishers and journal outlets, so that a large voluminous of data can be gathered and research can be produced for a lucrative future. Then AI in individual adaptive learning. It has been exemplified, especially because of the COVID-19 pandemic, whereby there is enhanced connectivity between humans and machine that exemplified the interaction between technology and humans has increased tremendously. So because of this interactivity, individual adaptive learning abilities will also increase, and it will lead to several input from different perspectives. So AI will, the way I will be looking at it is this individual adaptive learning, because of this restricted of movement and enhanced interaction between machine and humans. So through this individual adaptive learning, humans, especially doctoral students, for example, they have now developed a mechanism through which they can conduct research themselves, and there is, because of this adaptive learning ability, I think that is the main reason why one scholar just last week he has published through the YouTube that how to make learning addictive than social media. So if we integrate AI in such a way that it can enhance the interaction between human and the machine, it will be of maximum significance. So my take on this is to ensure that I will review a lot of literature whereby there would be some kind of enhanced, instead for humans to be like users of technologies, there will be a time whereby they will be the producers of technology. The more they read, the more like a person downloads a lot of document from the web, then the more the desire, especially if you read through the critical reading scenario, critical thinking, then the more there would be increase in number of research being published either monthly or annually or weekly. So there would be enhancement in terms of that. So this brought us to the last component of the discussion, that is AI in enhancing human cognitive abilities. Doctoral journey is a complex process that involves a lot of sacrifice, a lot of goals, and many other things. So humans, for quite long since the coming together, work by Koch and Spink, 2004, Spink and Cole in 2007, they have demonstrated significantly how humans dominated hominids, and through that it is because of the technological advancement in terms of using sophisticated tools. Hominids are those individuals, they look like humans, but they have very big eyebrow with a small nose, and they are dwarf a little. So the work of Spink and Cole and Spink 2007 has demonstrated significantly toward the development of information-seeking behavior of humans, and how this seeking behavior can impact positively on an individual.